Hey y'all, Alex here. Jocelyn is working right now, so this is going to be a solo episode. So I figured, why not do a home office tour, as it is one of the rooms that Jocelyn and I have put the most work into since we moved. When I was getting ready to film, I realized that I really wanted to put a shelf above the desk. But the more I recorded, the more it bugged me. So I scrapped the footage, got the materials, and put the shelf up. So here we go. This is The Forrest Family, Home Office Edition.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more.
When we first moved in, every room in the house was painted the same shade of It's a Boy blue. We knew we wanted to change this, so Jocelyn picked out the bedroom color, and she let me pick out the office color. Boy, was that a risk. I chose a deep slate blue, and we were originally nervous about it, but I think it turned out alright. As you can see, we put a lot of time and effort into this room, so let's take a closer look at what we've actually done. One of the first things we did in the room was mount some guitars and skateboard decks. However, I messed up on the first attempt, and everything was off-center about 5 to 10 inches. After spackling, sanding, and repainting, we are ready to start hanging our pieces. On the wall we have a skateboard deck from Armada Brewing Company in East Haven, Connecticut, that we got for helping them with their canning line. We also have the electric guitar that I made out of two 2x4s and an old Squire neck from a couple years ago. Then, celebrating our love of the Red Sox, we have a custom-made skateboard deck featuring the Red Sox insignia and the Boston skyline on top. That's followed up by my semi-hollow body Gretsch that I picked up a few years back. And last but not least, a custom Marvel skateboard of Thanos featuring the full power of the Infinity Gauntlet.
This does put a smile on my face.
You may recognize this futon from our old studio in all of our videos. It may not be the most comfortable, but it's perfect for when we need to record. As you can see, DJ the Dinosaur has made himself at home. You might remember that we adopted him on our trip to Orlando back in February. Check him out on his Instagram. There's also a decanter that we got from our wedding holding a nice bottle of Blackbush Mills whiskey that I'm reluctantly willing to share.
How about you get your own bottle?
There's also an orange amp that's housed under a custom-built table that I built a few years back. The focal piece of the room is a 6-foot by 7-foot cowhide rug that leads into matching his and hers reading nooks. Jocelyn's can be found in the bedroom while mine is here in the office. We've been able to decorate this corner with things that celebrate our love of baseball, Red Sox, and sports just in general. Some of my favorite things are the Red Sox opening day baseball bat made by Pillbox, and my autographed picture of Seth the Valve during his tenure with the Cleveland Browns. Over the desk we have everything that celebrates our love of just about everything superhero and nerdy. There's a working replica of Star-Lord's helmet, a couple Lego mechs that Jocelyn and I built during our first couple weeks of quarantine, and Funko Pops ranging from Doctor Doom to Red Sun Superman, and even a custom-built Colossus Funko Pop from the Deadpool movie.
Why?
On the desk for displays, we have a curved 27-inch Scepter monitor and a 40-inch Toshiba flat screen hooked up to our Mac Mini. There's also an Akai MPK MIDI keyboard and a Focusrite Scarlett i2 series that I use for recording in the office. The bass ball is from my first contracted gig at Fenway when I played on the Vineyard Vine Stack. For sound in the office, we have Edifier RC 10G speakers, and connected to the TV we have a Nintendo 64 and an Xbox One. One of our assistants in the office is Vector, who operates as a remote Alexa in our house. But primarily, he just offers fist bumps for motivation. Our other assistant in the house is what I like to refer to as Desert Form Bulbasaur, by far the best starter Pokemon. As you can see, our office has become a nice little work and recording station, but I think my favorite stuff is just to the right of this. Here we have a piece of custom shoebox wall art, and now that we've covered 75% of the room, I think it's time that we finally talked about
shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes.
When I started my career and got my first paycheck, the only thing I really wanted was a nice pair of shoes. Now some people might want a nice pair of dress shoes, but myself, I wanted a nice pair of Nikes, something I was never able to get as a kid. So when we were designing the office, I really wanted a place where I could showcase my shoes. So we painted the wall with black chalkboard paint and mounted some IKEA lac shelves that we put the shoes on. So what started with one pair of Nike maroon foam posits has grown into an extensive collection of Jordans, Yeezys, and even a pair of Nike chicken and waffle SB Dunks. Thanks for joining us today at the Forest family for a tour of our home office. At some point in the future, we'll be doing a tour of the entire house, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell on YouTube so you know when the next video is coming out. And in case you weren't aware, both Sentimental and White Lies, with their 2 singles off the new album coming out in a few weeks, have both released on all streaming services. Next week, a new single's coming out, and 2 weeks after that, it's the album. So make sure you subscribe on Spotify so you know when the new releases are coming out. See you later.